For the first time in his 20-year term, President Erdogan faces a second round in Turkey's presidential election.
President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has 49.41%. His main rival, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, has nearly 45%.
With the results down to the wire, the electoral campaigns are heating up.
Milletimize önümüzdeki 5 yıl boyunca hizmet etmeyi sürdüreceğimize yürekten inanıyoruz.
Erdoğan, bütün iftira ve hakaretlerine rağmen beklediği sonucu alamamıştır.
As voters grapple with inflation at 44% and ongoing currency crises, will the economy be the election's deciding factor?
I think the expectation going into this election was that this election would reflect people's attitudes toward the economy. And those attitudes have been overwhelmingly negative. I mean, a vast majority of Turks, think that the economy is not heading in the right direction. The economy is believed to be running on borrowed time at this point. Erdogan has been kicking the can down the road for the past year or so through his mix of highly unorthodox policies and by spending foreign reserves to keep the exchange rate in check. At this point, the opposition's most likely path to victory, assuming there is a path, is to focus exclusively on the economy. Erdogan's success in this election was to have sort of deflected attention away from the state of the economy. That the election came down to identity, and that it came down to big projects, it came down to vision, and it came down to national security. He unveiled one mega project after another, Turkey's newest and biggest warship, Turkey's first ever electric car, Turkey's first nuclear plant, all of this in the space of a month practically. And he also accused the opposition of siding with Kurdish separatists. These messages actually resonated with a large share of the populace. The remarkable thing about Erdogan's electorate is that they understand, to a large extent, that Erdogan and his policies might be to blame for Turkey's current economic woes, and especially for inflation. But they trust him to be able to repair things. Whether he's able to do so, whether he's willing to do so, I think is another question. Because the set of economic and monetary policies in place right now is a recipe for more inflation and probably yet another currency crisis. And that's going obviously to lead to deterioration of living standards and sort of a never-ending cost of living crisis. Kılıçdaroğlu needs to earn the support and the trust of the 5% of the electorate who voted for Sinan Oğan, who was the third candidate in this election. What he has to do is to sort of bring the debate back to the economy. And then and only then does he have a shot at victory in the runoff.